Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
I'm Daniel. I'm Daniel.
I'm Uncle Albert.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grammy. I'm Tracy. I'm Megan.
I'm Grandpa.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to have you. So far this morning, we've got the animals taken care of, we got the farm market set up, and now I'm watering some of the plants up in the front. We keep a majority of our plants in the greenhouses. However, we do move a sample size up in front of the farm market, whether it's vegetables or flowers. We try to have a sample size up here so that customers can pick some stuff up and go right away. Normally Matthew takes care of this job, but he is not here right now. It doesn't take too long to water up top because, well, we don't have too much stuff up here yet. Okay, yep. I'm now moving down to the lower greenhouses. Dad already got greenhouse number 5 and number 6 watered, but greenhouse number 4 needs to be taken care of. Now, you may all remember we just got done dealing with a lot of rain, and I'm hoping to get out to the fields and look at some of the stuff that we planted. I'm really curious to see the sweet corn. I want to check on the peas. Even though I don't like peas, I still want to check on them. And the cold crops are probably the #1 thing that I want to look at. Since we got all this rain, they should be looking pretty nice. With those plug trays I was just watering, you have to be very careful because they dry out really fast. Since the plants are still developing in those little trays, they don't have much root structure, so they don't hold the moisture as well. So we have to be very careful with those plug trays and keep an eye on them, especially when it starts to get sunny and hot out. After I got done watering, I helped Daniel and Dad load up this wagon with flowers. We had a really busy weekend, so there is a lot missing up there. And these petunias, we sold a lot of petunias, so we need to restock what we have up top. And how are you feeling today?
I'm great. I'm ready to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Not too fast, Daniel. Knock them baskets off.
They don't hit the baskets. So for the day, Joel and Daniel have been working on some ground because we have some things that we need to plant. Dad has been here filling stuff up. Daniel's been filling stuff up. And Grammy just got lunch ready. We got barbecue and watermelon. And the watermelon has been good. Whew. It's warm in here. It was warmer than this. It is 100 degrees now. And we just opened it up in here. Yeah, that's not too good. We've opened up the front door. Now we're opening up some of our vents, just trying to cool it off. You can see we've got some dry spots in the middle of our trays, and that's from it just being so hot and so sunny in here. I just came down to the shop because Daniel and I are going to be making some deliveries. For example, on the truck here, we have an order that's going out to one of the local farmers. This is all soybean seed. We've already gone through and delivered a lot of our corn seed. We don't have much left. But now we're going to be delivering some of that soybean seed. I'm getting too old for this. Don't tell Dad, but when we go to deliver seed, we get like snacks and drinks. It's pretty cool. You ever think of that? Will you quit being so grouchy?
I can't.
All right. Daniel and I are going for a little ride now. It's a perfect opportunity to get some of this stuff delivered. We got a beautiful day on our hands. Dad is not coming. He is staying here and watching the farm market, helping in customers that need help. You don't get too many opportunities like this where you can go for a little drive and deliver some things. So when we do get opportunities, we like to jump on them. Lefty has been working up ground. This is the test plot that we use for corn. So Lefty's got all of this ground worked up. He's also got the ground worked up for our bean test plot. And he's got a couple other fields he's been working on.
I see him. I see the lefty, the wild lefty.
We just got all of the soybeans unloaded and we are talking to the farmer for a little bit. He's excited to get planting. He's excited to get his silage corn planted. There's just so much going on.
He's got hay mode. We gotta get going.
Daniel and I are now back home. Daniel has started watering some of the plants in the greenhouse. It's been really hot and sunny today. And while we've been gone, Grammy has actually been down here. She's working on transplanting some peppers. And Dad has been filling trays.
I just need 2 of these filled.
I decided while I was here I had some time. I would help transplant a little bit. Right now I am transplanting long hots, or some people know these as long Italian hots. These are a very popular pepper. I dropped my dibble. What are you transplanting over there?
Cherry, hot cherry.
Oh, Grammy's doing hot cherry peppers. So we have to be careful we don't get ours mixed up. Don't be taking from my tray, okay? You take from your own tray.
Guess what?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna steal from your tray.
Oh, no. I finished off with the single pots. Now these are the 806s. Now these packs we sell for $3.49 a pack. So you're getting 6 plants for $3.49. And then the single plants, which are usually a little larger when we sell them, are $1.25. So for a lot of people, they don't need all the extra plants, so they only get the singles. But occasionally we do have some customers that plant a lot more plants, so they prefer the packs then. Now when it comes to our channel, many of you viewers have gardens yourselves. And I have a question for you. What do you think is the most important thing to have in your garden? Do you think it's tomatoes? Is it peppers? Herbs? So let me know down in the comments what you think is the most important thing to have in your garden. And I might agree with some of you. Some of you I might think, you know, oh, that guy, he's a little crazy. But for the most part, I might agree with you. So let me know down in the comments what you think is the most important thing to have in your garden. Now some of you may be curious why we like to add water to the trays. One big reason is when we run the dirt machine, there's a lot of dust, and by adding water it helps keep the dust down. Another reason is when we're transplanting the starts or the small little plants, usually the soil in there is wet, and when you mix the wet soil that is on the bottom of the plants with the dry soil in the trays, it causes it to clump up and it's not easy to transplant. So we like to make sure that the soil that we transplant into is also wet. We are now working on tagging everything. So our cousin Sophie is right now all the tags, and I'm gonna be tagging the trays.
I think if you want to go this way, just like it in the front of the pack. So it grows you.
The only problem with these tags is we can't stack the trays up like we do with the other ones.
Yes, you can.
Well, they pop out.
We have 2 left here.
I'm knocking tags out. Grammy, when you watch this, I gotta tell you, you got a nasty habit. I found another one that's missed. But we won't get rid of you, Grammy. Don't worry. We love having you around. Daniel right now, before we finish up, is just making sure he gets the back edges of the tray with some water. He already went through and watered for the night, but the sun is still up, and we want to make sure that nothing dries out. We are starting to get to the end of the workday, and this is normally when we would come over and feed the cattle, but we have an issue. We don't need to feed the cattle. They never ate their grain from this morning. And the reason for that is because we opened up some extra pastured ground over there for them. And they've been there all day. And we can see them. They look pretty good over there. But we might go for a little ride just to check on them. They've really been enjoying that grass, that's for sure. Before, this is where the pasture stopped. And then it went straight that way. But we've extended it straight up the hill. This fence that we have here is a woven wire fence, and it's powered, so there's electricity running through it so that they don't escape. And one of the big reasons why we wanted to open this up is their pasture that they were in, they had it basically completely eaten off. There was no fresh grass growing there. And as you can see behind me, there is plenty of grass here for the cattle to munch on, and they've been enjoying it. They've been over here all day. Well, everyone, we just got everything put away in the farm market. It was a very busy day. The girls had a lot going on in here, and it was busy outside, so between flowers and working in here, the girls had a crazy busy day too. You know, everyone, it's been a while since you've seen how things are growing. Well, not too long. But we just got a lot of rain, and I want to show you how it affected everything.
One of my favorite things about vegetable farming has always been watching the crops grow. Now, we get to see the crops every day. Sadly, you do not. So what I wanted to do was give you a little look at how everything is growing. To start off, we are at the sweet corn. Now, you can notice, if you look carefully, you can see hints of green coming up in those early plantings. Those would be the plantings to the left. Now, as we move through the field, we've got 3 different plantings here that will come staggered so that we can harvest at different times. And then we're taking a little flight over to the next sweet corn planting. And remember, we also have got potatoes planted right next to this sweet corn. So as we rise up through the air, you can see we've got our sweet corn, and then right to the left of it would be where our potatoes are planted. And the potatoes haven't come out of the ground just yet. Next, we move on to the peas. And even though I don't like peas, I can't help but admit this stand is really nice. The peas are growing really well. Here we have sugar snap peas, snow peas, and shell peas. And as we move to the left, there's our first planting on the right. And then our second planting at the time of recording just wasn't popping out of the soil just yet. And then last but not least, we have our cole crops. Now, we just got 2 inches of rain the day before, and you can see the soil is looking pretty dry. The shaly soil that we have really helps in draining that excess water. But in our cole crops, we see nothing but good signs. These were planted 2 days ago. Everything is standing straight up, and it's looking promising. At the time of recording, we didn't notice any deer damage or any other animal damage, but that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. I hope you enjoyed this little update about how our vegetable crops were doing.
I thought you guys were deserving of a tour of where everything was planted and how it was growing, so there you go. Oh, my friends, family, this is my favorite soup ever. It's like a potato soup, but Grammy takes like dough and puts it in there and makes these noodles. Oh my, thank you, Grammy. Much love. And everyone, I would give you some time with Miss Callie, but she's not been feeling well, so we're not gonna bother her. However, everyone is at the dinner table, so you know what that means. This is where we're gonna end the video. We'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.